Hey Booktube, this is Kelly. Thank you so much for watching my channel, Books I'm Not Reading. There's some new faces out there. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being part of my little Booktube world. And I'm so glad that you're here. I normally would be posting a Friday Reads video. For those of you who are my core group of people, I promise to post a Friday Reads video. It's just gonna be like a Friday Reads video on Sunday. I did finish a book this week, so that's exciting, but I have some stuff I want to share with you, but that will be up on Sunday. Right now, I am experiencing major FOMO or fear of missing out because of this tag that Shelly Swearingen created. It is the Behind the Booktube tag. I was tagged by Gina from Gina Stand Your Books. So I will link to those videos down below. I'm also going to link to the other video, of this tag that I've watched, which is by Will Chambers, and he is a smaller booktube channel. He's pretty new to booktube, and he did this tag and I thought it was hilarious, but I kind of don't want to watch anyone else's versions so that that I'm not swayed in my answers to these questions. These are fantastic questions. Kudos to Shelly for coming up with this. As soon as I make this video, then I can start watching all of the other versions that people have made of this tag. So, okay. Question number 1, what has surprised you the most about BookTube, both in a good way and in a bad way? And I would have to say that for me, they're kind of interconnected a little bit. So books bring people together, and BookTube is a way to bring people together from across the world to share their love of books and reading, and yeah, so I love that. I am fortunate. My husband is a reader. He has his own BookTube channel. He's Jason at Old Blues Chapter and Verse. We come together and we share our love for something, but there is like a cyclical nature to relationships on BookTube for a whole variety of reasons, and we're not going to go into all of them right now. But have been people who previously were a very important part of my BookTube life, and for whatever reason we've fallen apart, or you know, they've moved on to another channel, or whatever the case may be. Some of you may remember Lillian. I don't remember Lillian's last name, unfortunately, but she was a very regular commenter on my channel when I started. And I remember one day she left a comment and she basically just said, I'm done. I'm not going to be making comments anymore. Like, I'm out. And I desperately tried to find another way, like, can I have your phone number? How can I reach out to you another way? Could I have an email address? And she never responded to me, and I miss her so much. She was wonderful. So, but I didn't realize when I started BookTube, A, that I would form such incredibly strong friendships, and B, that, you know, people kind of come into your BookTube life for a period of time, and then they may not be there always, and that's okay. That's okay. Question number 2, how do you balance reading and BookTube with the rest of your life? Do you know what? I don't really know. I have a full-time job, I have a cat, I have a house, I have a husband. I have a whole slew of dirty dishes upstairs right now. I should be washing them, but I'm making this video instead. So, question 3, have you ever thought about starting a Patreon? You know, Patreon is one of those things that I really feel like I would have to give some extra value. Like, there has to be something more if you're asking people to contribute every single month. Now, on the flip side of that, I do have a Ko-fi page, and I have started uploading content that is accessible to everyone. You do not have to leave a tip. You do not have to make a donation, whatever you want to call it, to see that content. I really have made this content for the people who, again, I kind of consider my super fans. They're the core of my channel, and so I feel like they would enjoy this content. And so I made another video. It's only like 7 minutes long, 5 things that you may not know about me. And they don't necessarily have anything to do with books. I will be making some behind the scenes or sneak peeks at future videos. I'm going to, I don't know, maybe there'll be like footage of all the places that my cat sleeps in my house. They're just gonna be things that are not 15 minutes long, are not, you know, exclusively about books. I don't expect any donations for that content because it is for people who are extremely devoted to my channel and have been incredibly kind to me. Okay, question 4. Have you made any mistakes on Booktube? Oh my word, yes, I have made lots and lots of mistakes. And, you know, sometimes that's how you really learn. I've grown, and yeah, so... question number 5. Do you have any advice for new booktubers? If you are new, if you are thinking about starting a channel, if you are a small booktuber, like, there is a place for you in this community. I promise. The one of the mistakes I made, one of the many mistakes, is I literally had kind of listened to Booktube in the background as my husband was watching it, or watched haul videos or something like that, but I never left any comments before on other people's channels before starting my Booktube channel. And I really, really regret that now. And that probably would have prevented fewer mistakes. And so yes, I would say if you're watching Booktube and you're thinking of starting a Booktube channel, this is a great opportunity for you to leave a comment. You can answer some of these questions, or you can ask questions too. I am always welcome. Any video I make, it does not matter what video it is. It does not matter if it relates to anything in the video. If you have a question about Booktube, if you need help with something, please ask. Please ask. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. So I really want to encourage people who love books and want to share that love and don't maybe have a place in their real life to do that. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Question number 6. What are your thoughts about the YouTube algorithm? Oh my goodness. I have many thoughts about the YouTube algorithm, but usually that's when you guys stop watching. So we're just going to pass. I'm just going to pass on that question, and that's okay. Question 7A. How do you decide what videos to make? I make videos that I am excited about. Every video on my channel, I'm just like ready and pumped and raring to go. If I sit down in front of the camera and I try to make a video, and I just don't feel it in my heart, I don't make it. I have made many videos that I have never posted to my channel. Yeah, because you as the viewer can tell when it's not really me, or I'm not being really sincere or whatever. So question 7B, are you ever overwhelmed by video ideas? Do you know what, and I love this question too, it is such a roller coaster for me. Like, there are some times where I'm like, okay, Friday Reads, like, what are we going to talk about on Friday Reads? Because we're still reading the same book we were a week ago. So So that so there are times where I don't have lots of ideas, but there are times like right now when I'm getting ready to host Shaktember in September, which is a month-long celebration of all things Shakespeare. And I am overflowing with ideas. I have way more ideas than I could ever possibly imagine doing. So yeah, so like right now I am overwhelmed with video ideas. Question 8. Have you ever regretted posting a video? Yes. Of course. One of the things that I learned the hard way is review videos last. It may have been my first review video ever. And it was not a good, it wasn't a good review video in the terms that I didn't like the book, but B, I also didn't know that it was absolutely beloved on BookTube. And so I didn't take the time to think about what I was going to say about the book. I just made a video and it was terrible. And the thing is, like, the video was up and people would be searching for YouTube videos about that book, and I would get comments still, even though I knew like it was a terrible video. It was garbage. So I have finally made that a private video on my channel. And that is, I really regret that video because I was too new to BookTube, and I just didn't know what I was doing. So the next two questions are about subscribers and viewers. So the first question is about, are the number of subscribers and viewers meaningful to you? And are the number of views and subscribers a measure of success in your mind? What you think success is for your channel is very different from what another booktuber might consider success for their channel. I think a lot of us, self included, like just really wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers. And then once you reach 1,000 subscribers, all of a sudden you realize like, oh, it's actually about how many people are watching my channel. But that's not a measure of success. I want to make that really clear. Like, I think there are some booktubers who maybe haven't found the right pocket on BookTube of people to really connect with and build relationships with. But there is room for everyone. There is room for everyone. And what's weird is when you start your BookTube channel, you think, oh, I don't know, like maybe 5 people are gonna watch this video, or 5 people are gonna subscribe to my channel, and that's gonna be it, or 15 or whatever. Success is in our minds. It definitely, the numbers game can really mess around with you. And I would be lying to you if I said that there are not booktubers that every once in a while, there's just all of my jealousies and insecurities come out. And I just have to like back away and remind myself again of like that core group of people who do consistently watch my channel and consistently make comments and leave thumbs up, and I'm so grateful for those people. And would I like that core to be bigger? Sure I would. At a certain point though, I think I would want it to maybe stop, because I like the fact that I can respond to, I do my utmost to respond to every single comment on every video I make. And I think for larger channels that becomes just impossible. I was looking at a video today that had like 116 comments on it. I don't know what I would do about that. So, but just because you're a small booktuber and you don't have 1,000 subscribers does not mean that you're not successful. Yeah. That's why it's so important to make the videos that you want to make and the videos that are coming from your true self of what you want to talk about. Question number 10, are you disappointed by the growth on your channel? I am not disappointed by the growth of my channel at all. I'm honored that yeah, like it has exceeded all my expectations. My wildest imaginings never would have expected this. Question number 11, have you ever thought about quitting Booktube? Yes. I also made a video earlier this year, I've linked to it down below, about why I can't leave Booktube. I can't quit Booktube. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't, because I have tried to take breaks from Booktube and that lasted like 2 weeks. Question 12A, what are the most touching comments? I wanted to keep like a journal of my favorite comments. I'm so regretful that I did not do that. Someone left me a comment. I thought I knew what video it was on. I went back to look for it. It wasn't there. So I don't know if I have the wrong video or if the comment is gone. Like, I'm not really sure what happened, but one of you wonderful people told me that that I reminded you of your favorite high school English teacher. And that made me feel so great. That made me feel so great. But the truth is, like, anytime anyone is brave enough to leave a comment, I am grateful for that comment. What are the most negative comments? I don't get a lot of negative comments. I think I get a lot of comments where I'm not really sure what people are talking about. Like, I'm just very confused. One of my videos, somebody asked me, like, who are you? And I was just like, I introduced myself at the beginning of the video. Like, but I don't know if they expected me to answer that I was like an expert on a certain author or something. I don't know what it was. The negative comments that bother me the most happen on my husband's channel. And it is very hard. My husband and I, one of the things we've had to learn to do is to really distance ourselves from, you know, like, I have to fight my own battles, and I know he wants to fight them for me sometimes, but I have to do it. It's my channel, and I leave him to fight his own battles, but I get really upset. Question 13, in regards to Booktube, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I have no idea. I have no idea. I hope I'm still making videos. I hope I'm still having as much fun as I am right now. I'm gonna tag some people, but I don't know who, so I will just leave that down below. But thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear your answers to these questions, especially if you don't have a channel. If you do have a channel and I didn't tag you, like, by all means, consider yourselves tagged, and do this tag because it's so much fun and it's fascinating. I love hearing other people's answers. So Booktube, remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I'll be back soon with a Belated Friday Reads video. Bye.